I just wanted to document this. Today is the 11th of August. I filed a writ of certiorari on time, and I now think that Clayton R. Higgins Jr. is just a criminal little fucking rapist bitch, and he's a clerk at the U.S. Supreme Court's house. He once again just sent this back to me with no letter of explanation. And it was filed timely, but it has a letter on the top that says it wasn't. And yet, okay, here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually show you again in this latest video. I just got this back. See, it's dated August 5th is when it was mailed to me by him again. And I'm going to just, so anyway, he claims that I filed this is July 6th, and that's timely, and he says it should have been received on the 5th, because on April 6th was the last date. I already know this guy from years of abuse. I wrote a whole letter here about how he's been abusing me, and I clarified all the dates and stuff, but here's the main thing about this. He falsely claims the date was April 6th of the entry, but it wasn't. It's actually listed here as we're going to find the page. See, April 7th, date of entry, April 7th. Now, he has this in his computer, so I know that when he wrote April 6th was the date of entry, that he already knew that he goofed up, because you look up in the computer system the case number and you see this right here. It says April 7th. Now, it's based on the date of entry. That is this one right here, not filed. And he knows that, and I explained that in this letter, but he sent it back anyway. It's because he knows he's a murderous little fucking cunt. He knows everything in this petition. My own doctor wrote a letter to him saying that I had faced murder attempts and shit. This particular clerk is a big-ass fucking rapist, and he sabotaged my case multiple times. He sent me back petitions that were filed legitimately and on time and properly. And I've got videos on my YouTube now. Clayton R. Higgins Jr. You can actually look up my previous petitions. They were all filed correctly, and he sent them back to me anyway. And if you call him, he'll never return your phone call. You'll call him at the clerk's office right there at that number. It goes right to his voicemail. I've spoken with him before. I've got him on the line. He's nothing but a bogus asshole. And this is de facto proof of it all, because he sent this back as soon as it was delivered to the courthouse. With no explanation of why he sent it back. When my letter was on top explaining everything, and he still sent it back. So that means he's kind of violating the law and the court policy and procedure. He's refusing to allow me to, he's obstructing justice and refusing to allow me to file this. That's a criminal act. I'll call his supervisor tomorrow, Scott S. Harris. And I know that they're all in cahoots there, but I'm going to ask that I get a new, I actually asked for a new clerk/analysis here in this letter. And all they did was send me this back when it was properly filed. So if you calculate from the date of April 7th, the date of filing is July 6th. It bumps this up a day. And that's the day I delivered it, July 6th, received on. So he knows this, and he read it, and he's committed a criminal act of obstructing of justice and maybe, you know, contempt of court, you know, if he's violating the court's own rules and orders. So, and I know he knows me personally. He knows this is all real, everything that's in this petition, and he sent it back to me, probably to try to deny me justice. He wanted to be deliberately an asshole and sabotage the process. And there may be other people in his office that wanted to do that. So be careful. I mean, I gotten calls about Clayton R. Higgins, by the way. people from around the country have seen my video and called me up and said they had problems with this asshole too. They would file cases and have their case sent back improperly. So after I posted my first YouTube video on this in 2015 with Clayton or Higgins in there, because other people Google this clerk's name and my video shows up. This guy's a faggot. He needs thrown into a prison.